What is up, guys? Welcome back to AI on Crypto. Yesterday, I told you guys we were going to do an in-depth Alluvium video today, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I think that Alluvium is one of the absolute most hyped games in all of the play-to-earn blockchain gaming space, and for good reason. This team has a massive treasury. It is super well funded. The token is massively valuable. The community is massive. They have a legacy of success in the crypto industry. Some of the founders are related to the same guys that did the Synthetics DeFi project on Ethereum. One of the just classic projects on the Ethereum network, a big project that helped move DeFi forward. So a great pedigree for the Illuvium team. And then on top of that great cryptocurrency expertise, they have really gone out there to get gaming talent to bring them in, artistic talent to bring them in. And that's exactly why these trailers look so beautiful. That's exactly why all the concept art and all the leaks look so incredible. The color, the drawing, the detail. This is going to be a very big game. And I think this is going to be a very important game for the gamers. For the gamers that have been fed up with all of the blockchain games catering only to those with money. This is going to be a really big opportunity for the gamers that want to get in early on a massive blue chip play to earn game, but maybe they don't have the capital to put in thousands of dollars up front. Alluvium is a game where when it really launches, if you go into this game and explore and you're one of the early people to the ecosystem, off the sweat of your brow, you can get the rare, the valuable, and the coveted early Genesis Alluvials, and this will allow you to compete in the arena at a high level. All right, guys, so we're going to get into this, to why I think Alluvium is such an important game for the true gamers that don't have a ton of money to invest up front, and we're going to do that right now. This is AI on Crypto. On this channel, we cover cryptocurrency prices and trends, altcoin gems, all the things on the blockchain to fill our bags to the max. We stay far away from Wreck City. We make daily cryptocurrency content covering NFTs, play-to-earn blockchain gaming, DeFi, and more. And we're getting so close to 10,000 subscribers. So if you're new, if it's your first time here, and you got anything good out of this video, do your boy a favor, subscribe, hit the like button, tap the bell, help me get to 2022 with 10K subscribers because we're going to blow this space up. All right, guys, so now let's get to the actual game of Alluvium. And there's no better way to dissect a game than to get into the white paper. All right, game overview. So the introduction. When this game starts, you will take the role of a survivor of a transport vessel in an intergalactic space fleet that was investigating a perplexing distress beacon. When you finally reach the origin of the call, you discover a ruined planet, possibly the mythical cradle of your race's civilization. A vast crystal ocean engulfs all but a tiny fraction of the planet. Extreme weather events assault the surface, giving way to strikingly varied climates. A burst of radiation disables the ship's engines and you slam into the planet's surface. Crawling free from the wreckage, you discover majestic beasts, some with near godlike power. Could this be what caused the downfall of the planet? Luckily, your race has begun to master the same energy that the Alluvials harness, and you are able to capture and control the deity-like fauna into slivers of crystals called shards, mined from the planet's surface. To uncover the mysteries of the planet, you become a hunter, traveling across the land, subduing and capturing Alluvials, trying to unlock the obelisks that keep the most of the world closed off. Okay, guys, so that really gives you an overview into what the generalized concepts of the game are. As a player, you're part of a crew that has recently smashed into this unknown planet. You encounter Alluvials. You encounter wonder and awe, great energy and a lot of mystery. So we can see that the game is going to revolve around a few aspects. One, of course, will be exploring the 7 biomes here on this planet. The other will be to collect the Illuvials. There's also going to be land ownership where you're mining these shards and other items. And then, of course, there's going to be the esports aspect of this game. And this is where players take those Illuvials that they have captured in the wild and they go to the battle arena to do player versus player combat. And the creators of this game, when they look out into the future and they vision this game, they see it as a massive global esport with massive paid tournaments where the best of the best will gather to do combat with the Illuvials that they have collected from the game. So nobody knows the actual combat mechanisms, but there's a high probability that there's going to be a significant amount of skill involved. All right, so what are these Illuvials, okay? The planet's core spills out a strange radiation that the beasts have harnessed to grow, mutate, and unleash deadly attacks. Some Illuvials are easy to find, some are incredibly rare. They are found across a vast landscape. The radiation itself pushes a non-organic way that seems vaguely familiar. There are more than 100 Illuvials to find and collect throughout the world, each possessing unique abilities. They form symbiotic relationships with one another based on common affinities or classes called synergies. Using a hybrid synergy system, Illuvials are stronger when working as a team in the battle arena, so make sure to collect synergizing pairs to maximize your chances of victory. Different synergies create different bonuses for your team, allowing you to outplay your opponent, even if they have Illuvials with more raw power than you. There's also something called fusion, which will allow you to merge multiple Illuvials of the same type into a more powerful beast with different attributes, sometimes belonging to a completely different class or type. Remember that some lines of Illuvials are very rare and hard to find, making their fuse form even more difficult to discover. Okay, guys, so that lets you know right there that there's 100 different types of Illuvials, ranging from common all the way to rare and the full spectrum in between. Now, I said this is kind of a fair play thing where all players can go into the ecosystem and discover and capture these Illuvials, and this is absolutely true. Now, here's the thing that I have heard from the developers themselves. The one aspect where money comes into play is equipping your humanoid avatar with various, you could call it hiking or camping gear, things like a jetpack, a camp, I'm not really sure, but various items that could help you get to harder to get to lands. Because they have said that the most rare of the Illuvials will be on the lands that are a little bit of the hardest to get to. So what that means is that whatever money you have, if you're one of these players that's going to try to get it all done off the sweat of their brow, you need to try to make sure that you at least get the items that will allow your avatar to go to the hard to get to lands. That will be the one thing you need to do to give yourself a shot at capturing and finding some of the most rare Illuvials in the game. So the goal is team building. In the immersive environment of this shattered planet, Illuvials phase in and out of existence, and it will be hard to track, but when you do, don't expect an easy fight. Once the battle begins, each Illuvial will find an enemy to engage in combat. Aided by your in-game character who possesses technology advanced enough to stand firm against these incredibly powerful creatures, keep in mind the synergies between Illuvials. It can be the difference between victory and defeat. Alright guys, so basically this is all about team building. Mixing and matching Illuvials in a way that enhances their attack and defense abilities. You're going to combat other Illuvials in player versus the environment. And you're of course going to also go against other players in the player versus player. Now here we can see that some Illuvials are more rare than others. If you are lucky, you might just get a shiny, gold, or holographic rare capture. If you do, your Illuvial will always stand out, intimidate, and perhaps reign undefeated in the arenas. So, of course, guys, if you're a big money player, if you got millions of ETH in the bank or tens of thousands of ETH or hundreds of thousands, whatever, you're a whale, you're a baller. Of course, you can let the players go and do the hard work because, of course, many of these players will sell the Alluvials they capture on the open market. And once that begins to happen and the secondary market sales of Alluvials begin to take place, of course, the whales are going to come in and buy the powerful, rare Alluvials. But that doesn't mean that the non-whales are not going to have a shot. The thing is, though, you've got to get in early because the way this is going to work is that the quantity and supply of Alluvials is going to be greatest in the beginning. And over time, as more and more of the Alluvials get captured, there's going to be less and less of the Genesis Alluvials until the point where the player base gets so high and the quantity doesn't really sustain exploration anymore, then they will release the second series of Alluvials. Now, in this second set, there will be powerful Alluvials to find, so you can always get a strong team. But usually in these ecosystems, the NFTs that have the tremendous value are the first set, or Genesis Alluvials. So if you're looking for big ROI on your time spent in the game, I believe getting in early, ground floor, day one, when the game launches, getting as many Genesis Alluvials as possible is going to be outstanding, I believe, for your future as an NFT collector. Now, I'm going to take this moment, of course, to remind everybody I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a passionate blockchain gamer making these videos for your information and your entertainment. But if you want to make a financial decision, please consult a professional financial advisor. Okay, guys, there's going to be something called the Illuviary. So after the crash, you're going to stumble upon an almanac with the word Illuviary scrawled across it. One of your people must have landed here long ago. Inside, you will find an index of every alluvial found across Alluvium, but they're all locked. To unlock the entries, you must find and capture the Alluvials and record their digital signature into the Illuviary. If you are the first in the universe to discover a particular digital signature, your name will forever appear next to the discovery in the worldwide Illuviary database. But this digital signature contains far more than just their biology. It just might be the key to unlocking the mystery of Alluvium. From its inception, we envisioned Alluvium to be a game of discovery and mystery. As such, on release, there will be no public information in advance regarding many of the Alluvials in the world. We expect that many of the entries will be filled on day one, but we hope that the players enjoy that sense of wonder that comes from pure discovery and exploration. Now, guys, that's exciting. If, as a gamer, as an adventurer, as somebody who's been part of this new gaming frontier that we've been developing and cultivating, you have an opportunity to put your name or your pseudonym in the game on an Alluvial. That is awesome, guys. Now, once the game gets going, there is going to be in-game purchases. Ethereum is used for all in-game purchases, and the fees are sent directly to the Illuvium vault. There's going to be shard curing, imbues or modification to various elements of the game, such as weapons or drones. There's going to be wagering battles, which means you might be able to wager Ethereum against your opponent or bet on another contest. There's going to be Illuvium revival or medical fees, obelisk travel, and enhancements. Now, for a lot of people that don't necessarily like player versus player, the adventuring aspect of this game will be their favorite part. That's going into the world, exploring, cultivating, and developing a land that you might buy, or just going out there capturing all the Alluvials. There's going to be battle arenas. The Alluvidex is going to be where the Alluviums are traded, bought, and sold. There's going to be mining and harvesting, so you can get a subordinate drone, and this is not just a good-looking gadget. In addition to storage and assistance during battle, your PSD is also capable of mining minerals from the planet's surface and forging them into useful items. The landscape of Alluvium is speckled with deposits that contain ore, uncured shards, and rare gemstones. After harvesting these, your drone can forge them into weapons and suits of armor by infusing the materials with energy. So those are going to be a very cool aspect as well. Shards are the most important item in the game. It is only with these shards that players are able to capture Alluvials that they best in combat. As such, each player will want to be stocked with a few before venturing into the world. You can mine them from deposits, but you'll always want to make sure that you have something available in case you encounter a rare alluvial. Like most elements in the game, shards come in a variety of tiers based on their power at capturing alluvials. The stronger the alluvial, the harder they are to capture. This is where a strong shard is most effective. The quality of the shard you pull from the ground is random, with the most powerful ones being the rarest. If you want to make sure that you can capture everything you find in the world, then it's worth checking out the Alluvidex where you can acquire shards. But again, if you're not looking to invest a lot of money in this game, get in there day one and get those rare shards so you can get those rare Alluviums. All right, guys. So this is a very exciting game, super well thought out, many components. You've got exploration, adventure, you've got land ownership, and then you're going to have perhaps the best player versus player team combat in all of play to earn gaming, which could be a massive esport. And it is for all of these reasons why I think this is truly the ecosystem that the free to play gamers should focus on. Rather than worry that these other gaming ecosystems require all this money, look at these games that you can make your stake in with nothing but your effort. All right, guys, I hope you like this video. As always, please subscribe if you haven't done it already. Hit that thumbs up button, tap that bell, and we will catch you